Olivia wasn't alone in the foyer, Julian hovering beside a tall, wafer-thin woman in giant sunglasses. I knew who she was, of course. Would have guessed she thought herself important regardless of her actual identity. What, in a bad mood all over again despite the hotness following on my heels? Forgive me my natural red-headed inclination to temper. Before Olivia could say a word, her beaming smile splitting her painted lips wide, the slender brunette with the tidy ponytail and elegant, if understated, jeans and flowing blouse slipped her glasses free and extended one long-fingered hand toward me, a real smile on her stunning face. Willow Pink was even more beautiful in person, though in a fragile and delicate way that softened my rougher edges as her huge, luminous blue eyes met mine with the kind of genuine authenticity that she was famous for. "Thank you so much for letting us invade your lovely bed and breakfast, Miss Fleming." She sounded just like she did in the movies, soft, but with a level firmness to her tone, practiced and polished. "You're a lifesaver." I shook her hand, the thin bones feeling odd in my stronger grasp. I knew she was thin. It seemed to be the norm for Hollywood, despite advances to the contrary. But I had no idea the old adage that the camera added 10 pounds wasn't kidding. She looked like if she sneezed, she'd tear apart like tissue paper in a breeze. "Sorry to hear they're having trouble at the lodge." I didn't mean that as a backward anything, but winced inwardly as I realized what it sounded like. And after she'd been gracious. Willow didn't seem to take it the wrong way, though. Instead, she shrugged her thin shoulders under the tidy wool wrap she wore, eyes twinkling in good humor. "I'm just happy to be home," she said, and she actually sounded like she really meant it. "Staying here at Petunia's feels more like reading than the lodge anyway, so it's made my trip, if I'm going to be honest." She turned and laid one hand on Olivia's arm. "No offense meant at all to the beautiful resort reading can be proud of, but both Skip and I grew up here, as you're well aware, and even though my parents moved to LA to be near me, I still feel like I belong here, in the heart of town, down at the end of Jasmine Street, 2 blocks over." "Absolutely," Olivia gushed. There was no other way to describe the enthusiasm she put into that one word. Before she could say anything else, Willow returned her attention to me. Only then did I realize how quiet it had become in the foyer, like everyone fell utterly silent when she spoke.